Hi, I'm Mike with Northwest School of Fly Fishing. What you've got here is a series of videos on the emergers. And the emerger is the most important dry fly that you can possibly have in your fly box. There's 5 volumes here. So go ahead and view this one. And for the other volumes, just go to our channel, Northwest School of Fly Fishing channel, and you can view the rest of the videos there. We talked about the science of emergers, and we talked about the logic of why trout prefer emergers. But there's also a controversy in emergers. Just like everything else in the world, there's a controversy about something. Well, there just happens to be a controversy over emergers. And it's not the science of emergers, that's unquestioned. It's not the logic of why trout prefer eating emergers. That's unquestioned. Well, what could this controversy be? Well, it's what is a dry fly, artificial fly, and what is an emerger, artificial fly? The controversy is there. And you're probably going, huh? Well, so let me kind of explain to you a little bit. If I have someone come to the school and, hey, Mike, what's going on? Not, oh, yeah, pretty good. Where you been? Well, I just got off the river. Yeah? What river were you? I was at the Bruno River. How'd you do? Well, I fished from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. How many fish you catch? 25. What'd you catch them on? I caught them on this little parachute dry fly. Oh, man, nice job. Show me some pictures. Well, an hour later, another guy comes into the school and he says, hey, Mike, what's going on? I said, hey, pretty good. I says, where you been? He says, I've been fishing. Where'd you fish at? I went over to the Bruno River. Oh, you were there around 2, weren't you? Yeah. How'd you know? Because the guy saw you there. I said, how many did you catch? He said, I caught 25. I go, really? What fly did you use? I used this little parachute emerger. So we have the same fly, each fly catching 25 fish, and one calls it a dry fly and one calls it an emerger. And it forms a controversy. So if I had to really talk about dry flies with you, we'd have to look at it from a really controversial standpoint. So an emerger is classified as a dry fly. It doesn't matter if it's on the meniscus, in the meniscus, or on top of the meniscus. It's an emerger. It's not till when it's on the surface that it becomes a dry fly. So it would be pretentious of me to tell that person there, no, I'm sorry, sir, but you didn't catch him on a dry fly. You caught him on an emerger. You should know better. No, I won't do that. But if I was to do that, he would say, no, I caught it on a dry fly. So we have this controversy of not so much what a dry fly is, but so much as what an emerger is. So I'm going to have to go to the whiteboard and show you this. There are 2 types of emergers that you need to be real clear on. So let's just look at this. So if I come to the whiteboard and I show you, I'm going to show you 2 emergers. And I'm going to draw it on the board for you. That is an emerger. Remember, it looks like the real nymph, and it's trapped at the surface. That's called a nymphal. It's called a nymphal emerger. And we have fly patterns that imitate that. The next one looks like this. That's also an emerger. That's called a hatcher or a hatching emerger. So let's dip into this controversy. There's 2 and only 2 types of emerger patterns. There's a nymphal and there's a patcher. Now, in theory, you can have a cripple or something that looks like this. But it's now on the meniscus. So anytime your fly is under, in, or on the meniscus, that's considered a merger. It's not till that fly is raised off the meniscus, like this. Now it's raised off the meniscus. That's a dry fly. You start to see where the controversy is. Well, for you, in your purpose, either new to fly fishing or going back and refresh your fly fishing skills, it's not so much that we talk too much about this controversial thing, is that you need emergers, you need them in their box, you need to fish them because they catch fish. They catch fish all the time.